you mention the name Indian motorcycle, the first thing that comes to mind with people, even if they're not enthusiasts, is the Indian Chief. Imagine seeing that bike going down the road for the first time. The color, the flash of it, the speed, it was incredible.
What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another adventure with Bearded Bobber. And this isn't the bike you guys came to see. Hold on. Alright guys, this is the bike you've come to see. I know. So we're gonna talk about a little bit what happened, how this came to be, and as much as I can. I don't think there's certain details I can tell you guys. Oh hey, there's a car show going on right here. What? That's dope. I didn't hear about this one. Some beautiful cars. Look at that. I still want one of those. That's rad. Hell yeah. Now, well, it's always weird talking at the light for some reason. I don't know why. But here we are. Now, you're curious, alright? Well, the bars, everything else, color, alright? Some of you guys may know. This is the Stealth Gray. And this is a 2022 Indian Chief Darkhorse. So, when you're looking at the bars, and if you guys know the bikes at all, the Chief Standard and Chief Darkhorse have more like a bar like this, and they've got mid controls. It's a fun bike. I've had the demo rides on it. I've showed you guys. Mid controls were never my thing though. I get cramped up real easy, and like moving the bike, I hit my calves. They're fun, I guess, if you're gonna go carve up the hills and stuff, but if you're gonna ride long distance, then it's not for you. Like in this, I'll more like daily and take long distance than I will just go carve up the mountains. So that being said, I said, hey, let's add the 14-inch bars. These are not the bobber bars. And let's add the forward controls. So I've got forward controls on here, as you guys can see. And this is the most I've ever done to a bike that came from the dealer. I've always gotten the bike bone stock, took it home, and did the work myself. I gotta itch my nose. Oh, my nose. Ow. Okay. I've been taking it easy on the break-in. As you can see, we're at 99.7. Ooh, you guys are going to be with me for 100 miles on this bike. Now I'm just like wanting to watch. So, alright, that being said, this is the most I've ever had done to a bike. Like I said, I had the bars done, so they had to do the extensions for the cables and the controls. So there's all new wiring and stuff in here for all that. 100, there we go. All right. They did that. I got these new Odi Hart grips. I think they're fantastic. I love the look of them. They feel fantastic in my hands. I don't know if I should make it like a 2-minute video review of them, because they're great. I may actually have to put some on my other bikes. Now, the forward controls feel fantastic. I want to get different pegs, probably like Lawless Garage or something like that. I think there's a place local that does some Harley ones, but they're local enough that I think I can go over there. And he told me to come talk to him when I met him at Born Free. So I gotta grab his card and go check. But that's the most I ever had done to a bike leaving the dealer. I think you guys have like actually seen almost all the stuff I've ever done to a bike, from stock to so on. I think when I started my YouTube channel, the bobber had the exhaust done, and that was it. Like I did that at 500 miles. After the 500 mile service. Oh, I got to turn here actually. Let me go get gas. All this city driving stuff. And she's getting a little low. So this is like quarter of a tank. Now this has got a 4-gallon tank on it, if you guys don't already know that. And I went with a Darkhorse model. First off, I love the color. I love the gloss on the Thunderstroke. This is the 116. All those things made me very happy. I love this tack though. It's just, it's beautiful. I don't know, I love it. It's the first bike that has a different tack out of all my motorcycles. Like, yeah, the Challenger's different, but when you look at them, they're all kind of the same still. Even though it has a tachometer and a speedometer, like, it's still very, very much the same as the bobber. Nikki's Chief, the 2020 Chief. That's Big Chief, Little Chief. Now, I was just like, I want a different tack. I want something that looks different, you know? All right, you guys hold on. I'm going to get gas, and then we're going to go continue talking about this bike, and I'm going to stop and show it off to you guys. Oh, if you guys want to know gas prices right now, $6.74 a gallon for 91. Now, there is cheaper places, but sometimes you pay for what you get for. Alright, we're going through Mentone right now. You guys might be able to guess where we're going. What do we got here? $6.49 if you're paying debit instead of credit. So 30-cent difference from there to there, but when you can stop, it's whatever. You know, I got 3 gallons, so this thing still had about a gallon left in it. I'm getting 36 miles to the gallon right now, which it'll do better. But like I said, I've been doing a lot of like city driving, you know, break-in period stuff, and I need to get to 500 miles so that way we can get the service done, get the exhaust changed, all that fun stuff. I need to get out of this little town so I can stop and show you guys the bike. All right, I actually want to go there. I need to go there. Everybody says Arthur's is great. Now here we go. Now I'm barely giving it any throttle. The Thunderstroke has a really good amount of torque. For anybody, I was like, my Scout's gonna outrun it. That's what happens. Now we gotta see, like, Meatball's bike is running strong. Like, he's got the 111 with 565 Lloyd cams. I think he's pushing like 108 to the wheel horsepower, something like that. I believe. I don't know. Meatball, you comment on it. Like, well, if you're gonna do a video on it or whatever, let me know. I don't remember what he was gonna do, but he had his Dido tune when we were up at Sturgis. I've got the 116. I do want to do Lloyd's cams to it. Right now, I just want exhaust. I just want to hear it. And my 2022 came with some ugly exhaust, and I'm going to show you guys that here in a second. Now, some of you may be wondering, why didn't you go with the bobber? Like, 'cause the bobber already has the mini apes on it. They're like right here. It already has the forward controls. But I wasn't a huge fan. Like, I love the colors on the bobbers. I really like them a lot. You guys saw the one I had, the flat black, or the black smoke, thunder black, whatever, I don't remember what they're calling it. At my house, I had that one for a month, and I loved the motorcycle. Big reason that I ended up actually pulling the trigger and doing this. But I knew I wanted taller bars when I was riding it. So automatically, it's going to need taller and new cables, all that stuff. So that part didn't matter. The forwards, yeah, it came with forwards. That's great. But I love this stealth gray. I love this gloss. Like, it's a fantastic color to me. And I love the wheels that come on the Darkhorse. So it's one of those, like, I would end up changing the spoke wheels. I might end up painting it if I got the bobber. The bobber's a little bit more expensive than this bike. So why do that when all I'm going to change is forwards and bars? And I'm going to change bars anyway. These bars probably won't actually be on here forever. I have my eyes on a couple other sets of bars, but I was going to need the extensions no matter what. Are you guys guessing where I'm going yet? Alright, now, so I was like, alright, well, I'm going to change that, I'm going to change this, no matter what bike I get. So now one thing is, I like these wheels, so these wheels, they're going to get some attention, but I can do stuff with those that I couldn't do with the spoke wheels. Not really the same anyway. So it's a cool look. I'm sure people you know, I see why you like it. I liked that bobber I had for a little while, but it was, to me, it's all about a little bit taller bars. I sit a little bit better right here. The handle position's better for me, and the forwards are better. So that set color, I love this logo too. The block letter on the same like the Scout had for the bobber. Now, I actually, if you guys know, if you've been following me for a little while, you guys know that my bobber's gone through some changes. Now, it went from the Thunder Black Smoke to wrapped, and I had to peel this logo off when I wrapped it. And I had it like green and gray, and I had a whole thing going on there. Now, and I decided to paint it gloss black and really change up the color scheme. I actually bought the stock logos again. So the Indian Scout, I bought that again. I have them sitting in a drawer because when it came time to put them on, I just looked at the bike and I went, this is not right. Like, I love the logo 100%, but with what I was doing, I was like, this is not the right logo. And that's when we decided to make out of vinyl the Indian logo with the cursive and do it in a thin, like, bronze color, and that's what we put on the tank. I mean, sometimes you can't even see it, the way it goes, and the gloss of the black on the tank shines. Very big fan of that. Now, so I'm a huge fan of these. I'm glad to have this back. I've got some other ideas. I want to customize and do stuff. Another thing is, I like the forks exposed. I know, like, having them blacked out looks really cool, but for some reason, I just really wanted them exposed on this bike. Like, that's just what was calling to me. And I, like, sometimes you're around a bike enough, and I was around this one a few times, like doing demos and different events. The more I saw it, the more I was like, I want this bike. And it had nothing to do with power. Like, a lot of people are like, you're going to trade the Scout as soon as you feel the power of the Chief. And I was like, oh, okay. I don't know what you guys are on, but I guess maybe it's legal in California, but my Scout is tuned. It's got a different exhaust and intake, and that bike flies, man. Like, I don't know what you guys are thinking. This bike moves. This bike's got a lot of torque, feels fantastic. I was like, you can't compare my Scout to one of these, and I mean, one of these all cammed out. I'm sure you can't. I'm sure it's gonna all last. Like, that's what I'm glad. Like, I'll probably end up doing that, but when you feel that Scout rev up over 8,000 RPMs, bruh, that's something else right there. Second gear, I've had that thing up to like 8,600 RPMs or something like that. Popping into third, and you're just, woo, buddy. Oh man, we got work trucks over here. Is that work trucks? Normally I can go over there on that little road over to the bridge. Let's see. We're gonna turn around. Maybe we can get some cool shots. See a little gear indicator there. Da. Alright, we're gonna kill the engine. Right now it's going into rear cylinder deactivation. So right now I have it in dark mode. It's brighter and everything. I think it's bright enough during the day, so I just leave it like this. See your odometer and your gear, fuel, RPM, compass, how hot it is. That stuff stays when you go to this one, your gear, and you have your RPM here instead, and a digital. So that's just boom, quick, real, like how you want it. Then you've got your, what is that? Oh, so right here is your fuel count, like how well you're doing on gas. So that can like tell you in the moment. That, your battery, your range, economy, and look, you can change that right there. Your fuel, and this stays here on the screen. So mile per hour and gear. If you guys haven't messed with this is like your current ride, your elevation changes, blah, blah, blah. So you got your odometer. We got trip 1, trip 2, and back. Then you got your GPS. Let's see. This controls my radio on my phone. You know, I think there's a lot of good with this tack alone. That's why I'm stopped here before getting off the bike and showing you guys the bike. That tack alone was a huge reason I went Darkhorse over standard. The 116, of course, is a ideal situation as well. That right there, guys, is what I love this setup. That logo, the gloss on this motor. I'm a huge fan of the gloss. I'm a fan of the gloss paint. Just a little dusty, I gotta wipe it down. Like I said, I really like the stripped down look here in the front. Right, oh, I left that on. Let's be smart. Turn that off. Okay. I love the Pathfinder. I don't know if I'm gonna do the side lights yet or not. That's still something up in the air. Like I said, I did the extensions. I'm probably gonna get these powder coated. I've already got new mirrors that I'll show you guys. Here's the Odi Hart grips. So you can see the Hart luck. I ended up doing the silver because they didn't have the red. I think the red will look really cool on here. The ODI. I have an up. You guys see the mods that the dealer did. I have a mod I'm gonna do, a mod part, whatever you want to call it, that I'm gonna do when I get home. Can you guys guess my first part that I'm gonna put on this bike? Let me know. See, now the exhaust, I'm gonna wait for 500 miles, but due to all the crap since the pandemic, they don't have black heat shields and exhaust. So it's been a huge problem. Right now, they were able to get bikes out doing chrome. So I'd rather have my bike than not have my bike. And I'm going to change the exhaust anyway. Now, one thing I did do, took out that marker light. Bam! That had to go. Ugly, sticking off the back. But I'm a huge fan, you guys. I knew I would be. I love these wheels. Kind of thinking about them in a different color. Ooh, I mean, I don't know. We'll see. I kind of want to paint this too. Right here. I'm going to paint it the same color. I think that'll look good right there. Painted. If you guys want to see some cool custom stuff done to the Chiefs, go check out Brian Picasso if you're not already watching his channel. I'd be shocked if you were not already watching his channel. But me and him talk all the time, and we've had some ideas. Stuff I'm not going to do. I thought about powder coating my frame, but I really don't have the time to sit there and take this motor out. Or the space. I need a bigger garage, man. Like, I was like, I'm kind of getting full on the bikes here, so, But like I said, guys, guess down in the comments below what my first mod is going to be and what you'll see in as the next video. And it's not mirrors. I told you guys I have mirrors, so it's not mirrors. Those will go on after the other thing. I gotta get foot pegs, maybe a crash bar. Well, I don't know. There's a bunch of stuff I want to do this. Hopefully I can see some new shocks out there. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you think of this color. I love this color. I gotta get a new gas cap too. I was like, this thing's gonna only chrome really on this is gonna be or shiny will be here and these. That's pretty much it. I gotta change this up. Gotta get rid of that marker light down there too. Once I have some more lighting, right now they're safe. There's safety. So, be smart out on the road as much as we can, considering our two wheels want to get ran over anyway. So, I love those grips though. Those grips are fantastic. Ooh, buddy. What they do is they, you can see right here, they clamp down. So you don't have to worry about gluing them on and stuff like that. My dealer is a huge, they had just got these in at my dealer. I think San Diego's had them for a while. And they put them on and they're like, dude, those are so cool. And I was like, yeah, I thought so. And they're like, man, they're easy to install. I was like, hey, it's always good to hear, right? All right, guys, stay safe, stay classy, and I'll be talking to you soon.